you bought me this jacket for Don Lino, didn't you? So that's who I'm supposed to be. But you said at the time you bought it because you thought it reminded you of Don Lino. Or as you said at the time, oh, it reminds me of that character that you...
Yes, now I'm looking at it, yeah.
Because he wears a waistcoat and stuff.
He does. He does. I love it.
So this has got like a waist... It's like a waistcoat and a jacket built in. So it's like my pre-Halloween special, I guess. I guess I've only got like 2 seconds to wear it. Got, like,
Oh, just a minute, I can do my 6 o'clock.
still got my tights on. But oh well. Trying to flatten my wings. Flatten my wings. Thought I'd do it differently than last year. Last year I wore my suit.
For about 10 minutes.
Looks good.
Yeah, let me focus on this. Kid.
It's fine.
I have got another meal to make.
Smells good, by the way.
Good.
Me too. I didn't get my paws.
Smell that as usual.
I forgot my paws.
I'm hoping there's enough for 2 here instead of just 1.
Dracula. I like Dracula.
Oil.
I like that. What does that say?
When
Hello.
you come to a boil this, it's 10 minutes.
Little Queen Ellie. Yay. Story time animation. That's nice.
So I don't have 10 minutes.
Oh no, I've got an
On to
itch.
the next one.
They're great. I don't have a pause. I forgot the pause. That's no good, is it? Big pause, but pause.
Pause nonetheless.
Pause nonetheless.
Just been having a convo with this guy who
Random bloke.
well, there was an article saying that some woman after an argument at the Dublin Squeak
What?
killed him. She stabbed him. I don't know what kind of character. She stabbed him.
It's not very good, is it?
I think she killed him. This book. What's your reaction to that? What do you think of that?
That is horrible. I do not like that. I'm not quite happy about that. Not quite happy. It's a bit of a trivial matter to kill someone over, but okay. About bubble. I do it now. Oh, this is not working out. What do you mean, why do you think she done it? I don't know. Because she's a psychopath? Yeah, looks crap. Oh well. What was the argument about? I suppose I have to know what it was about to do. Well, I know it was about Bubbly and Squeak, but what was the argument about?
Well, I don't know. It's irrelevant, really. It's an argument over Bubbly and Squeak.
Like what the ingredients of all Squeak are?
It doesn't matter. That is not the gist of the conversation.
I'm scared. I'm afraid to say the wrong thing or whatever. Don't know how to answer this question. Tell me. Quick, tell me something I should say. My brain is shit. So you're asking me, why did she kill him over an argument about Bubble and Squeak? I have no idea. My brain's weird, so I have no clue. Yes, that's shit. And it's a really trivial matter to kill someone about. And it's pointless. Because she did it because she didn't want to be wrong. Like, really didn't want to be wrong. I don't know what you want me to say. Tell me what you want me to say.
But what none of it, nobody question.
Mm-hmm.
Was Thursday.
Get off. Go on, tell me. Abusive relationship.
All the issues of the abusive relationship tend to, you tend to do the things, which is kowtow, quibbling, fear, whatever. But then one day, after several years, maybe, I don't know, because I don't know the people, but after several years of being in an abusive relationship,
Like the worm
that
turns.
was the last straw.
Oh, I get you now. Well, if I'd have known about that.
No, you don't have. No, but that's the problem. When people hear news, they just assume that's a stupid thing to do. There's a dead person now.
Oh,
She's
I get
killed
you.
a dead person.
I get you. So
They've
it's not really trivial then.
they've
It's
not
years of
delved
built up.
into the
Yeah.
exactly.
It's years of built up, and
So,
she's like,
I was having this conversation with this guy because obviously he wanted
I'm not
to,
standing for
you know,
it.
life. Well, he said believe in a life for life and all that business.
I just thought she was unhinged, and she just like
Exactly.
I didn't realise.
Well, you know, I mean, she will be unhinged.
At that point, yeah.
Look, when you've been there, it's a lot easier to see why somebody does the things that they do. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
saying that is the reason. And I said to him,
I know.
without knowing the couple,
You just assume that.
I am not going to make
Yeah.
an assumption
Mhm.
either way.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
But the thing is, I said, just think about it. She's killed him over an argument of Bubble and Squeak. Nobody kills over stupid things like that. What they do is to get, that's the end of it. They've had the years of I mean, I don't know how horrendous the abuse was, but
Let's find out.
how long. But if it's been going on a long time and it's been really bad and she's taken it all so far, it just took the Bubble and Squeak to finish it off.
Mhm.
It's like me and your dad, for instance, the way he used to treat me and tomcatting around and all that business. What did we end up actually physically fighting over? Something, it would have been something and nothing.
Yep.
But that was it. But instead of killing him, I just tipped all his curry all over him. But there's always something that tips you over the edge, and you've got to see that. And as far as I'm concerned, if that is the reason she just had enough, she shouldn't get. I mean, obviously she's going to be punished, she's taken life. But I don't think it should interfere with a life for a life scenario.
Very true.
People have got
It'll
to
definitely be dark out.
understand that abuse, he's got away with it for years. Probably.
Mhm.
Possibly. I mean, obviously, I said to her, I'm not saying, you know, that's true, but I mean, why would it be such a trivial matter? You just don't kill somebody over something so trivial. You just don't. It just seems a silly excuse to do it over. So that's it. That. If you're looking at it from the outside, it's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was trying to make this guy understand that, because, you know, you did actually, this was on that breaking news thing. So people shouldn't judge until they know the full story, and it's
My stuff.
might make a few people think before they,
Where do I put this?
I don't know. I mean, you know, I
I know.
try and look at both sides of the argument,
Yeah.
and like, obviously, even if your first reaction, I mean, I could have had that reaction, well, that's awful thing, like you said, and make a comment, but I never comment. Usually, immediately after I've heard some news.
Yeah, that's true, because you don't know what's going
Because
on.
you have to, you've got to put yourself in their position. I can only stipulate that that's a possibility. And she might just have thought, you know what, the right dickhead, you know, you should go, you know, for all I know. I can't see that. She'd have to wait for what I call a real justification before she stabbed him, you know, to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Or come up with a better plan,
Yeah.
you know, so she don't get caught. So, no, this sounds like what we call a crime of passion.
Yes.
This woman probably was too scared to even ask for help. So,
Probably.
in a lot of abuses, you don't tell people. I didn't tell people.
Don't. Come
It was
on.
up to people, as far as I was concerned, it was up to people to figure it out.
Yeah.
People, if somebody you know, for instance, you know Beth, say, and you know enough to know that, well, she smiles all the time and she's happy and things, but suddenly she becomes very
Reserved.
down, very reserved, then you've got to question what's going on in her life. Now, it might just be that she's got depressed for some reason, but why has she got depressed? There's always reasons, and you have to try and worm it out of them without upsetting them in any way if you can.
Yeah.
So, you know.
That's true.
So you kind of sort of start out, I assume, by saying, oh, you don't seem your normal happy self. And maybe they might open up, you just never know. But it's very difficult because, I mean, why do abused people not say anything? A lot of it might be, well, if I say something, he might kill me. You know, you just don't know. It's like I said to you with your dad. I didn't tell people stuff. Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
I didn't tell people stuff because I didn't know what he'd do if he found out.
Yeah. Well, hopefully.
So there's always.
Hopefully she'll write a book about it or something. People normally do that.
Yeah, that's usually.
I'll buy it. So I've got some.
I'll have this first,
People.
and then I'll make the next dinner.
Okay. Don't start.
I don't think that can go away now, first.
Yay.
Right, so with this one, but in a bit, when I come in, we'll need a bag of chicken pieces.
Chicken pieces.
Broccoli.
Wait a minute, you don't have chicken pieces. Got fillets.
Well, that's what I mean by chicken pieces.
Okay.
It doesn't matter as long. But you know what, Thursday? Shouldn't this have been out? Because you knew I was going to be doing this recipe. I don't. You better get it out then to deep. It's not going to. Can these things be defrosted by microwave, or is that not?
Yeah.
Well, would you defrost some chicken pieces then? Oh, I'll just take a phone up and put it away.
I should just use this.
I've got the carrots in a tin. I've got the breadcrumbs. I've got the wine. Do we put cheese in this one? Cheese? No, because I've read this, you see. Do we put cream in this?
No, wait, no. It's the Amish beef stew then, no.
Right, okay. So that needs going away. I brought it out just in case. So I need you to defrost some chicken pieces. Don't bring out these things just yet. Whichever version, because I can't remember which is broccoli or is it broccoli you've got? Because you have to get cauliflower because I can't get them. They don't do them anymore.
It doesn't exist anymore.
So broccoli, God knows why, but broccoli flowers. I mean, I
That's
order them.
dumb.
So somebody orders them. Some mustard. Oh, hang on a minute. It says cream in this one. Oh, that's why I brought it.
Oh,
I knew
okay.
cream was mentioned. Didn't
Fair
it?
enough.
Cream.
It's gone nice and dark.
Salt, pepper, of course. Oh, salt, pepper.
I don't know why, but these annoy my teeth after a while.
Well, out the back then, it's just the chicken fillets and cheese.
Fillets, cheese, and broccoli.
Is it parsley? It says chopped parsley.
We should just
Well, this is no, we've added this in this cheesy chicken and cheese. No. In this cheesy vegetable medley, the only vegetables in it are broccoli and cauliflower.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason we put chicken pieces in it. Because we've obviously used it for If I say chicken pieces, just accept it, you know what I mean? Whatever chicken you've got.
Yeah. Minty tail. Oh, I see my groups. Someone's responded. Let me see what people are saying in there. I really just started role playing in this group. Oh, hi. A bunch of people left.
Oh, right. So
What is going to
we're
happen now?
cooking the cauliflower. So you can cook the cauliflower on this. Don't know. So you drop the chicken pieces, and you can bring them in now. You can get them all ready for there. And
Apparently autocorrect doesn't exist anymore.
Broccoli florets.
Oh. I mean, I've got to do it.
Right, so that's your job. You can do those. If it was you and then you can't switch off the plug for me.
Oh, well.
How many minutes has gone by since I've been yakking? That's 5, don't I? No, it's not. Oh.
Great.
We don't need a lot of water, do we?
Calvin likes the ear.
How much water do you know I'm putting?
Not a lot.
Not a lot because they've already
No.
got water in them, haven't they?
Yeah. Ah. Cauliflower salad.
Is it up?
Let me see. I think so, yeah. Okay, don't do that. It's not a good idea. I forgot the paws upstairs. No, I was going to take the dog out, but I guess it's dark now. Oh, Leno's wife has said something.
In 5, Percy, in 5 minutes. Yeah, in 5 minutes. Switch that off. Push it to the back. Okay?
Oh, 5 minutes.
Switch it off, push it, switch it off, push it to the back. So it's not continuing to cook. I think I can just sit down and have a nice watch my chase. I think if you're doing what I say,
Yeah.
then according to this, oh, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for a container. I think that'll do 2 meals.
Yeah, it probably will.
So wait a minute. What day is it today? Oh, it's Saturday.
Saturday. She nods. These people are boring. No offense.
So the Amish beef stew that we're having tomorrow, we can also have for next Tuesday then, can't we?
Yeah. Erps.
Where are we now? I shouldn't do this. I should be ahead of myself. Get one. That's what we're having now.
Why is it lagging? The nice teeth. Been raining a lot. Sunny this morning. It's the other way around. My paws have disappeared.
I'm gonna have to work this out later, but I do know.
I don't want to go through this shit right now. Well, I know I can definitely put that in the bin. That can go in the bin. I think this one.
So this stuff that's here will definitely be for next week. So that's your list. And up the top there, still organic olive oil and Sainsbury's crisp. Obviously, I can't get that.
Well, I've got olive oil, so that's one thing.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I checked out the back and there's olive oil. So it can go in the bin. Don't need that anymore. Not keeping receipts for very long anymore. Supposed to keep them up until a year, but where exactly? That one's ruined anyway. Throw that one away. Oh, at least I'm going through it now.
Sainsbury's crisp and those two things you can see there. Apart from things that obviously I get, which is potato. I've got potato.
Keep that.
And I'll get courgette because I can get the organic ones, can't I? Yes, Mary. We need a leek.
I said yeah.
Oh, but you said you don't like leek.
I don't mind if it's
I'll
for
get leek.
rest.
See if I can get an organic leek.
My eye hurts.
Don't get on your cup of more minutes.
Aww. Oh, that's invalid now. What a shame.
Oh, this is thickening pretty quick.
Ooh.
I'm going to take the lid off. It's very thick and it's particularly the bottom. It's all sticking to the bottom.
It's not useful to me. Obviously, this stuff has
So
more.
I think because it's hot, I'm going to put it underneath. But I need the unit. You know, I need that.
This one looks like a new one. Click and collector. Oh, this one's old as well. Oh wait. No, that's a shame. So throw that away. Throw that away.
Right, there we go.
Throw that away.
Yeah, I don't want the juice to go though, that's the thing.
That's really necessary.
How long do the steak pieces take? 15 minutes?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to turn it off now. It's definitely done 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Where's my serve you up spoon from? Where's my... Oh,
Serve you up spoon. Health and safety. Don't know what that's about. Sainsbury's contactless. That's just saying it's declined. Don't think I really need to keep that. Nisa Local. I don't think I really need to keep these. Ugh. Ring is on everything.
I think I'm going to need both of them.
Most of Nina's wife. That could go in the bin. Oh, cute, but put it in the bin.
Now if it goes cold, you need to use one of these on Sunday. Once it's gone cold, you can transfer it to another dish.
Okay.
And then,
That looks like a recipe, so I'll keep that.
trouble is, I've done it like this. And I don't know
That's like a
whether-
funny language. It's a funny language. It's a funny language. Benylin Adult C. Throw that away.
Does that look even, Kirsty?
Even, yeah. Yeah.
The reason being is you just bring one out to do on Sunday.
Oh.
Bring another one out for Tuesday. And you can clean the one.
Oh, there it is. So that was toilet seat
Sure, oh no.
covers.
I have no idea now what's the bloody plot. What's the bloody plot? In Copenhagen.
That's Northern.
Well, it's not
Northern.
that, the Emerson that said
Ugh.
the leader.
Aren't you silly?
Copenhagen. What's the coronation?
Ew. Yeah, you picked up on the Northernies. And I watch loads of period stuff, so I talk posh now. Right, so I'll keep those. I could do something with that, but yeah, that was. Oh dear, that. I'm just gonna check the messages. Now I leave. Don't fuck with fork, knife. Where's Ali?
Which one are doing this, Kirsty?
Sorry.
And I don't know how to. There's probably something that can take you get rid of this stuff, but I don't know what.
No, I don't want emoticons, thank you.
I think what's happened is these people have got my name off the list. How
Probably.
can you charge me?
I don't know. That sounds dodgy, doesn't it? Like, how have they gotten your payment stuff? Morrison's. Booth. If anyone
You really need to sort this out.
Morrison's is watching this. I still think you're banning me over a stupid thing is stupid. Okay, so it's 30 minutes in. I want to do an experiment now. We need to slag someone off. I have reason to believe someone's spying on me. I need to
Anyway,
slag
keep an eye on that, see when it
someone
boils
off.
yet. Oh, it's made me bloody on.
True.
Oh, God, Mary, what you on? Right, anyway.
Can't.
There's several conversations going on here.
I know.
One of them involves me.
I know. Just going on with it. Conversaturation's going on. Yes. I'm going to draw you.
I don't know whether it's even with the potatoes though. No, I'm not going to really counting potatoes.
It appears to wake someone off. That person gets to know about it. So someone must be spying. Watching all of my live streams to find out. Because not everybody in this area knows my YouTube channel. Someone is leaking it to everyone. Let's see. How else do all those people know? When I set them off.
Right, be careful of those now. They've got to go nice and cold. They should be alright for tonight, shouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
I don't know his last name, that's the problem. It's been a few months now, so we'll see if the person's still spying.
take off shoes in.
Hello, spy person. My ruffle has decided to just disappear. That's not very good, is it? Spy person. Some stupid idiot decided it would be a cool idea to have that on, go off to the side.
I'm getting ahead of myself here now. Right, we're not having that slow pop family.
Right, I'll go get those chicken pieces then. My wing has just knocked everything off.
Could you do me a favour and put them to the front of the menu thing? I'll sort them out for next week. Otherwise, I'm going to get confused. We've got all sorts of them.
I'm never going to get to do this.
I'll have to work it out then. But just put them to the front.
Oh, come on.
We've ended up with regimental casserole and then lentil soup the next day. Does that matter? There's two different things.
It is, yes. It is two different things.
And it can't harm me, I'm
My
sure.
wing's good.
I don't put that much in. Right, so that's that. Oh, good. I can sit down for 5 minutes. To help a bit. Oh, you're in the room.
Yeah.
I'm getting you to help me a little bit because I need to sit down now. To have a break
Okay.
before
You do the next one. Yeah. Okay.
I can't help it if the potatoes aren't distributed evenly, I'm afraid. But when you dish it up, one of them, if you dish it up and it's got too many potatoes in, you know, more than you think,
Yeah.
add it to the one you're doing. You add a couple to the one you're doing if it doesn't look like there's not. Right, so say you're doing that very first one there on the right.
Mhm. No.
And you're heating it up. But
Yeah.
there's not many potatoes.
Yeah, you transfer it to the other one. Okay.
Now some, no. No, nab some from that one on the left and add it to that.
I know, I get the
It's
concept.
it's the only way I can think of doing it, really, because otherwise I'm going to have to
Okay.
separate it in ways that I can't even think I'm going to separate it, to be honest. But you see, you need one of those dishes before you cook one of those. So in actual fact, if we'll find something, because once it's gone cold,
Mhm.
we can transfer the one, say, on the right into another dish.
Mhm. Yeah, Benny will do.
While you're doing that, you can see whether there's enough potatoes in it, can't you? You know,
I can.
that kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. There's two lots of lighting going on first. You only switch that on if you're switching that off. If you're leaving the room, you have to switch that on and switch that off.
Oh, it's quite nice
Okay.
with that with both on. It's quite nice.
Well, yeah,
It's
I
fun.
noticed that, but we can't afford to.
Oh yay! I found my.
Kind of thing. You see what?
Oh no! Why
This
has it
is
been?
what happens when you run a home, especially one where we're struggling, possibly with the amount of money that's coming in. If say winter proper kicks in, right, and we need to put all the heat in, we'll be all right to do so, because first of all, I'll be in enough credit, won't I? Because I've been saving the rest of the time. So that's, you know, that's how I've got to do it. Okay, well, that's quite.
Right. What's this? Optex eardrops. I should probably not get rid of those. That one. These old receipts can go. Better go through this shit before I can do the table. All I want to do is freaking make the table. It's like one day it's gonna be up for. So I'm just gonna put this shit. I'm just gonna put it all back on there because I don't know what to do with that shit and that shit and that shit. That can just go on my mum's piss and shit bucket. And these batteries too. These batteries. Don't really know what to do with everything, you see. That needs cleaning, so I'd rather it not be on the table. And the ends and this shit can go over here. I don't know what to put anything. Ugh. This is why I don't tidy up, because I just literally don't know what to do with anything, where to put things. Because you see, when I do put things away, I forget about them. So that's why I tend not to put things away, like in boxes and shit. Because it's like, oh, they'll never get seen or used again. Because I'm not going to be like, oh, right, I've stacked up a bunch of boxes now with my pens and papers and stuff in. I'm not going to be bothered going and getting, you know, de-stacking all the boxes. It's like, I like things to hand, so I don't tend to. That's why I don't do it. That's my logic for being messy, I guess. I like things to be where I can get it. I don't like things to be away where I'm just gonna probably forget where it is or forget about it in general. You know what I mean? Or like stacking boxes all on top of each other and then I have to do that and get them all off before I can get to what I need, and it's like, ugh, it's a pain in the ass. That's why I have everything like everywhere. But my mum doesn't get that logic, apparently. She's like, oh, I don't know how your brain works. But you don't actually listen to me enough to actually figure out how my brain works, because I could tell you exactly how it works. It's not really hard. It's like, here's an example. It's completely different from the tidying up thing. But it's like, my mum doesn't, you know, when I was going through my proper, like, I'm committing to be a boy I don't want to call it a phase, but I'm going to call it a phase. Just, it wasn't really a phase, but I'm going to call it a phase just because I don't know what else to call it right now, because it was a time between like 12 and 19. So I'd say that was like a phase, but it wasn't a phase, like, oh, you know, it was just something I went through and then that's it now. It's like, oh, well, so I'm just going to call it that, just so it's not confusing. Like, it was a period of time. So when I was going through the period of time where I committed to being a boy, a male, transgender male thing, and I was trying to convince my mum that I was transgender male without actually using that word because I didn't really know those words back then. She said, you're not really transgender male because you didn't show signs when you were like 4 or 5. You can only be transgender if you showed really early childhood signs. And it's like, well, I think, well, according to her, it was like 10. I think that's pretty young enough. It's like if I thought, oh yes, I'm quite happy being a girl, and then suddenly, bam, I'm 20, and then suddenly I want to be a boy. I can understand sort of being funny about that, but, you know, don't interrupt me, Brad. I'm making a point here about how my brain works and how people go, you know, people don't understand how my brain works or whatever. I can tell you how it works. Anyway, the thing is, I just didn't have, like, the what's it back then. You know, like the language, if you will. So, could do with them stacks of drawspins, yeah. I've got some upstairs and in that room over in the rat room. Yeah, it's stupid. Everybody's buggered off now. I had about seven people when I couldn't speak because my mum was in the room. Typical. Right. So yeah. So I'll talk about that first. I'll talk about the spy thing in a minute because the spy. Like I say, I've said before, I think they watch through my entire streams and they watch every single video I do because as soon as I slip up and I say something about somebody, bam, they know about it. The person involved knows about it. And there's no way that everybody around here, perfect strangers, know my channel. So that's why I think there's someone around here who's just like watches my channel, who's in contact with everyone around here or can get contact with them and just tells them, oh, by the way, she's slagging you off. This person on YouTube is slagging you off or something. So that's what I think is happening. It might not even be someone local. It might just be someone random who's decided to take it upon themselves to let everybody know when I talk about them. But anyway, as I was saying, we'll talk about that in a minute. So she doesn't think that I was really transgender because, and she thought it was just a phase because I didn't show early childhood signs. And I can tell you now that I know more about myself, that I had to sort of figure stuff out for myself. And it only took until I was like 10 to figure out what I wanted and what I wanted to be, like identity wise. So, and she was like, oh, you were really girly when you were a kid. You know, this doesn't make any sense because you were really girly as a kid. And I was. And the reason why that is because when I was a kid, it was like, I did think boys were gross, so I didn't really want to be one of them. Because I thought that boy children were gross and scruffy and just gross and scruffy, and I don't know how else to say it. But that's what I thought. And as a kid, because of what I'd seen and heard so far regarding males, that's how I kind of was brought up to think of them, is that they're gross, juvenile, stupid, dirty, scruffy, and so on. I want to be like that. And all the girls I'd seen, like in cartoons or movies or TV or whatever, it was always like they're glamorous and what have you. And I wanted to be that sort of person, like glamorous and shit. I didn't think back then that you could be a glamorous male, like you could be a smartly dressed, awesome male. Because I've just seen, like, you know, my friends, like my cousins that used to come over and they used to bring their friends, and I had other male friends as a kid, and they were all, the boys were like, to me, gross and scruffy, and I didn't want to be like that. And I didn't, because of the experience I had, it was more about, like, I don't know, It wasn't about gender back then. It was more about I just wanted to be this sort of person. Like I wanted to be like a princess. I wanted to be well dressed, you know, frills, bows, and all that shit. And I didn't realize you could do that as a male. So I guess as a child, being a like girl child was preferable to being a boy child. But it was only when I was like, according to my mum, 10. I wasn't 10, by the way. I was actually 12, but oh well. When I sort of realized that being a boy was more for me, I felt more like I should be a boy. Because I realized you could be a dignified male, like being an older male. And when I say older, I don't mean like 40s or 50s. I mean like, you know, older as in teenager, 20s, older than a child. I thought boy children were gross. So I didn't want to, you know, be associated with being a boy child because I thought they were gross. But being a boy grown up was better. So when I was 12, I basically wanted to be a grown up male. That's how I wanted to identify. So it's kind of like the whole thing rather than just gender. So I didn't want to be a boy child when I was a child, but when I became a teenager, I wanted to be a boy older person, like not even a teenager, because I wanted to basically be an adult male who had a family and shit. It's like weird, but oh well. It's a thing. When we look at that, there's this bloke. There's this bloke, right? And he wants to basically not only be female, but he wants to be a girl, child, female as well. So it's like, but back then I didn't know that, you know, I didn't know you could be anything pretty much. Like I thought, you know, you're either male or female, you were the age you were, and that's it. Even in the people with identity disorders, I thought, oh, it's just that, yeah, stupid logic. Yeah, that is true. Most important things is, you know, preference. There is always that nasty young boy. Yeah, the male population of the Midlands. Yeah. So my only experience growing up with males, even grown men, was that they were just gross and scruffy and common. But like I say, that's because I grew up in the north and men generally dressed in tracksuits and shit, and they were just common and gross, and I just didn't want to be like them. I mean, I can't say that I had a different opinion on females because they were the same. All I know is I didn't want to be associated with being a female at all when I got older. But I mean, my mum didn't say you're definitely not. She said to me, because what she said to me was, she said, because I used to dress when I decided I wanted to be male. I dressed pretty much, I wore these shirts, but I wore skirts and I had my hair shorter. But my mum said, oh, you can't dress like that. You've got to commit to being a boy. You have to basically get rid of all your girls' clothes and just dress in boys' clothes and have boy hair. So my hair wasn't long, but it wasn't short either. It was like this length and it was sort of curly. So basically, I believed, because of what my mum said, I believed that you had to look like a boy. You know, you had to have your hair really short and you had to dress like in boys' clothes, like in t-shirts and shit. T-shirts and shorts or trousers or whatever. And I believed that, so I got rid of all my girls' clothes because I wanted, not because I wanted to, but because I wanted to convince my mum that I really was male, so that she would allow me to do it, I suppose. So that she believed me that I really wanted to be male. But really, I wanted the choice to wear skirts or have like longer hair if I wanted to. And I realize now, like at a million years old that I am now, that I can actually do and dress however I want and still identify as male. But what happened was, when I was older, so I used to have like these tantrums and stuff if people call me a girl in any way. So I was trying to convince everyone I was a boy by having really short hair and like dressing as a boy and stuff. And I tried to make my voice deeper. Like I was really trying to convince people I was a boy. And I would get really pissed if it didn't work and people thought I was a girl. And people were like, one person asked me, you know, like they were trying to make sense of it because they knew I was a girl for real. And obviously it came up that I wanted to be a boy and they didn't really understand. So I was like, they kept asking me these questions like, oh, are you a tomboy? And I said, no, that's different. Like I didn't know the language back then because I was 12. I didn't know the language of transgender and identify as this and pronouns that. I didn't know about all that language. So I was like, just trying to explain that I just want to be a boy. I feel like be a boy. Like with tomboys, the girls, they don't want to be boys. They don't want to actually identify as a boy. They're quite happy being a girl. It's just that they dress boyish. Still on well. We'll just tie it back and they'll do boy activities. But they're quite comfortable with their identifying as a girl. But I didn't have that language, so I couldn't really explain it to them. I just said it's different. It's not a tomboy. It's different than that. I just wanted to be a boy and that's it. Like I didn't want to identify as I didn't want to be known as a girl at all. I didn't want to be associated with being a girl at all. And I still don't. Because when I was 19, I decided to commit to being a girl again, I suppose. But I didn't commit to it as such. I wanted to have the option to just try out being a girl and see what it was like, I suppose. To see if I got treated any differently. Because I realized I was being treated like shit as a girl, as a boy, because I just didn't look good. I basically look like I do now. Like I looked when I was being a boy through 12 to 19, I pretty much looked exactly like I do now, except the hair was shorter than this. But this is how I looked. And obviously people didn't like it. And people were horrible to me. I got bullied a lot. And insulted a lot. Like people called me ugly and shit. And I just got bullied a lot by the, young people my own age group. So when I was 19, I decided, maybe if I just decide to be a girl again, maybe people will like me. So basically the only reason why I committed to being a girl is because it worked. And when I did grow my hair out and started wearing girls' clothes, people were nicer to me. So yeah. But I guess it was for the wrong reasons. So I realized it didn't make me any happier. Going back to dressing and looking and identifying as a girl, it didn't really make me happy. The only thing that really made me happy was, dressing like the fact that I looked good. I did look better as a girl. So I like the fact that I looked good, but I wasn't comfortable fully identifying as a girl. And I went through all this thing where I was trying to find a boyfriend. And they all just talked to me in a sexual way. And I really just didn't like the idea of having sex as a female. So it made me very uncomfortable when men would talk to me in a sexual way. But identifying as a boy, I'd feel differently about that. So that's why I'm identifying. Basically, I'm coming out now and I do identify as a male now again. But I'm not telling my mum because she'll be like, oh no, not this again. And oh, you're just confused. And oh, it's just a phase. And well, actually, the girl thing was just a phase. Because I felt like this for a long time. It's just that I've talked to you guys about it before. About how I'm gender fluid. So you guys know. So you can vouch for me. Like, she'll just think this is coming out of the blue. If I was to tell her now, she'll be just thinking it's out of the blue. Like, oh, you've been happy being a girl for 10 years now. Not how long it's been, 9 years. So she'll be thinking it's out of the blue, but I have actually been talking about it for a long time on streams, saying I'm gender fluid, because I still want the option to dress like a girl and wear makeup, but that's pretty much all it's about. I really want to identify as a boy. So I'm doing so now, and I realize I can do that because I can do whatever I want now. Back when I was younger, I didn't think that I could be whatever I wanted, but now I realize you can. And it's taken that Instagram model person to really sort of drive it home for me that I can still dress kind of girly if I want to, while still identifying as male. Before, I just had it as a few years ago, whatever. I just had it as, oh right, well, I'll just be the real me and just be a girl, my biological sex. But I'll have a male persona/fursona, which is Jeremiah. But I'm not happy with that either. I actually just want the real. I want to be Jeremiah, for real. So I actually want to identify as him. Like I say, I didn't like being an unpopular male. And that's why I decided to change to being a female again, because I thought maybe I'd be popular as a female. But I was popular, but still not the way I wanted to be. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to be a popular identifying as male, but oh well. I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. It doesn't, I guess popularity doesn't really matter. It's just that I've always wanted to be like a really popular boy. Like, I guess, like be a playboy. I just have lots of girls. That's how I want it to be. But that's not the case just yet. Probably because I'm not rich. Like, when I get rich, I'll probably have loads of girls. So I'm going to tell people I'm rich. No, I did that back then. It didn't work. When I was identifying as a boy before in my teenage years, I used to tell them all I was rich, but it didn't work. They kept going, "Oh, it's not about rich. I don't care about that." And they were all like that. And it's like this one girl was like, "Oh, she was really nice actually. We were friends." And I'm like, "Okay, do you want to go out with me?" And she was like, "No, I'm not." But she didn't say you. It was like she was like, "Oh, it's not you. It's just that I don't want to date right now. I'm not interested in dating with anyone." And then the next minute, in her status thing on this app thing that I was using to meet people called Who's Here, and it had like statuses. In her status, it says, "Oh, I'm so excited! I'm going on my first date." Oh, great! So basically, I've just been rejected. So don't want to date anyone, huh? But wait, now you're saying, "Oh yes, I'm going on a date." Nah. So yeah, it's about me. I just obviously wasn't attractive enough as a male back then. Rude. I mean, if I could, I'd dress like this all the time because I think this looks awesome. I'd go out like this if I could get away with it. I'd go out like this all the time because I like this. In my opinion, I look like a very handsome boy because my hair is actually longer. I just don't suit really short boyish hair. That was the problem. It was about the look that was a problem. So perhaps instead of deciding to be a girl and wasting all those years kidding myself and being a girl, what I should have done was just change my look. Like I should have grown my hair out, but still said, "Well, I'm a boy, but I've got long hair." Because I think I suit longer hair. It doesn't have to be like dead long, like I have it, but like just grow it out a bit, like it is now, like maybe a bit longer than this. I don't know. Maybe I should have just done that and still wore makeup, but not wore it like in a girly way, but just like wore it so that it just made me look more attractive or something. Typical girl answer. Personality, I know, right? Personality can be really different than gender. Everyone else is doing it in the trans community, yet you're an adult, nothing. Young men, boober, sex, and nothing else. Yeah. Or just a masculine woman. I don't know. Okay. Slap her. I think the length is good now. Oh, but I want to talk about this some more. Yeah, I like this length, but I'm not really sure about the length. Oh god, I feel weird. I was gonna faint then. I'm just gonna get the broccoli because the thing's boiling. I'll be right back. My mum will stay in there because I have more to say. Okay, actually I'm gonna need something. I need something because I need to light. I feel really bad right now. I feel sick. My hip is killing me. Oh, I don't feel good. In a minute she'll go on about the fact that the door is open. It can be short or long. Yeah. Yes, it's stupid, isn't it? I didn't realise, oh, I could just be a boy but have longer hair. Well, I always wanted it longer. I always wanted it in sort of this style, like the emo style. Like longer and choppier and like spikier up here and then just like graduated and shaved at the back. But whatever I tried to because I didn't have any pictures back then. So I had to describe it, and whenever I described it, they always did it like dead short all over, so it was just like that length, like that length, like really short, like half an inch. and I just looked horrible like that. But it was like with these hairdressers, it's either dead long or dead short. They won't do it in between, which was annoying. But they wouldn't do it right. So it was really hard when I was growing up to get the hairstyle I actually wanted, which was the emo hairstyle. It's difficult, yeah? But I daren't cut it now because it's taken me so long to grow it the length it is. So I'm a bit afraid of cutting it again. Plus my mum's not going to approve. I'm telling you, she's not going to approve if I come out as transgender to her now. She's not going to approve. If I'd have continued from 19 but just changed my look a little, she probably would have been okay with that. But seeing as how I've been a girl in her book the past 10 years, if I suddenly talk about it now, she's just going to say, oh God, not this again, and oh, it was such a nightmare back then, and you know, she's going to moan at me. So that's really hard. So I guess I'm just coming out to everyone on the internet because your colour. I mean, I had really long hair when I was young. It was like the middle of my back. Same here. Yeah, I can imagine it looks worried being dead short. It was horrible. If you were naturally brunette or black, then really short hair would look okay.
Oh, God, falling on my feet here.
How much broccoli do I need to put in, by the way?
Enough that you're comfortable with tonight.
Okay.
Bearing in mind we've got no cauliflower.
Don't worry, I've got plenty of this. I've got like two full bags. I like lots of broccoli anyway, so. Do you think that's enough? I like broccoli.
Now, the next bit would be bacon.
I don't have any of that.
No, I wouldn't have that anyway. Cut it out. We're having a bag of chicken pieces instead.
Right. It's a shame because I like bacon. Stupid thing. It says preview. What does that mean? It's not working. It's decided to stop working. Right, you move. Still need my thing though. Oh!
So grilled coffee creamers. Two parts. So when do I have the chicken? I did Kirsty, so
Aw. Turned over.
you mentioned
Sexy
the
boy.
bacon after that. So,
Grilled
red cheese, bacon, and
stream
cheese
running
over the
okay.
top.
That's good.
Oh,
Corn on the cob.
so it's the topping bacon. Oh. I don't know how to do this, so.
So right, I'll get rid of this. Oh gosh, that is heavy, isn't it?
So, do I fry the,
Fry.
oh, I think after, never mind, that's it. I don't know what to do without it now.
Now run back.
What? I shouldn't have had them defrosted, I could have just fried them like it said.
It's gone dark.
Uh,
Oh man.
What the bloody hell is 1 ounce of flour? container shall I put this in?
I'm gonna have to start it. Oh, it's so teeny.
That's grand, and so do yourself please. That's a nice, isn't it? Right, so we need flour from the back. That's quite a lot of flour, that.
Hell.
I think I'm just making it up as we go along now, so I'm not following this recipe, obviously.
Okie dokie.
So we need flour.
Okay, yeah, so definitely seen flour out the back, that's good, isn't it? Ow, my hip. Ow! Just don't tell her about it.
Oh, goodness.
About what? The corn? Help!
Come on, food, I need the flour.
What, Mummy? I need help! You can help me there! Oh, this looks rubbish!
What?
Trying to put this on.
Just don't get the flour.
What am I doing with my phone? I need my phone.
Is there anything underneath there, or is it just...
It's me somehow thingying down there and... Go.
Right, JD. Right, JD. Carbone!
It's alright, I have
Gone
to...
off, so I'm gonna have to section it.
I have to inch myself down the freaking back because it's so shit. Be careful, there's a load of shit on it, so you'll have to wipe the shit off. Oh, be careful, it's on the lid.
Tissue, fine. We've got one over it.
This tissue's not being used for anything. Oh, you did a good job. I just need a centerpiece. I've got one upstairs, but I can find all the bits.
I can't get it up to stay up there.
Oh.
I can't get it up. Can't do it.
It's just turning, isn't it?
Yeah. It's turning and pulling at the same time, probably. Hold on.
Yeah, I did it. Told you I'm the man. Right, I need to defrost these. Oh, but she's in the way.
Oh, don't bloody off me.
I'll have to wait now.
You keep saying
Oh,
hello,
I
what
know.
does that mean?
Man of the house. Daddy Jack. Oh. you can put an advert up for Release Leave. Cold.
No.
Yeah, one that doesn't yell at me. Oh yeah, things I do if I was in charge. Where's the other half? Mum, is this enough or do you think I should put all of them in? Because I've got a random half one here. These chicken fillets. I'm thinking that many will be too much. What do you think?
What you think?
Look, I just look at it because there's like an extra half there. So just do that then.
I don't know if it's
Not a lot.
Oh, don't put that much in.
Just a decent amount. Maybe I'll just leave off this half one then. Oh no, actually I'll get rid of that one. Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Right, now I'll defrost Death One. Well, I don't know. Do you know? He wants me to tell it what it wants me to do. That's pretty good. Tell her what. One out. Not a lot. Don't put a lot in.
Half a pound.
Yeah, no, it's like no way. Less than quarter. I do as well. Yep. That's what I do. Squirrels. Yeah. Oh. Are them things bubbling? They're broccolis. I don't know how long it's been bubbling for, so I'm going to check them. Have you got a fork? Can you? Oh yeah, there's one. My wings are going everywhere. And not much longer now. Just about a couple of more minutes, okay? Shall I go get changed now?
No, could you put the grill on?
Okay.
I don't even know if she needs a chicken piece. It's nothing like that.
Oh, it's stuck on something. Stuck on something. Help! Broccoli is good. Mum.
Don't mind it.
Butter. Do I need foil on this or not?
What?
Do I need foil for this or not? You know, for this grill oven thing.
No.
Okay. Okay. Right, what is it then? What setting?
I don't know. Keep reading. I've got to keep an eye on this. That's the straight of it. Bring it to the boil. I presume this is like a roux.
Oh man. It doesn't say.
What's that?
What settings to put it on?
So just, if it just says grill, just go on high.
Oh, I'll have to read through the whole thing then because it doesn't say anything. Oh, here we go. Preheat grill to medium.
Right.
Good. So you're right, medium grill. Okay, I go now. See the boat. Lots. No. 5 fluid ounces, whatever that is.
Is this enough cream, do you think? I don't even know how much cream I'm supposed to put. I don't know 5 fluid ounces is, so that's not. Ow, 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 ow.
That looks good, doesn't it? I think that'll be fine. Don't touch this.
Don't do that.
You can see some of the deckers down there. I've gone past them. Oh great, I'm just standing on the stupid thing. Standing on the stupid thing. Well, our paws are in here, so you'll get to see my paws. I've kind of made a mess in this room to get to my stuff. Freedom at last. I know. So do you mean don't tell my mum about being a boy? Well, she'll probably just like, she'll probably notice the change. Oh dear. If I start dressing more manly, she's bound to notice. I doubt she'll question it or be asked. Oh, I've just ruined this book. Sorry, Brian. I've ruined your book. My thing is... Just carry on, but saying out. Well, at least I've got a cane now. At least I've got a cane. It's a very small cane. It's a scepter, really. I've got a scepter. So I dressed up in a different outfit yesterday, and I made videos. I'll try and upload them tonight. It was like my pre-Halloween special, I guess. Maybe we'll gradually start to wear men's clothes. I already have. My mum said, "Oh, you're right. You should have been a man." Like the other day, I tried to make a video of it. I can't remember if I made a video of it, but my mum went, "You're right. You should have been a man," because I don't listen to her. And I said, "Yes, you're right." It was a very nice outfit yesterday. That outfit and this outfit, I'm like super bummed I've not been able to go to a Halloween costume party, because I think, in my opinion, I think they're both awesome. Hopefully Mummy's okay with it, yeah. But one of these days I'm going to be mentioning about having, you know, breast reduction surgery, which is actually just top surgery to get rid of them completely. Keep talking about wanting to bash her head in. Okay, what with this? Yeah, well, I'm kind of a bit scared about that, because you know what's going to happen. She's going to be like, "Oh, well, you can't have surgery because then you'll have to, you know, recover, and while you're recovering, you can't look after me and you can't do anything." So, I don't really think the paws go with the outfit, but oh well. They're cute after all. You little Muse. Got my tail. You. Ha. Ha ha. How cute are these paws? I don't know where the other ones are. Brad mentioned something and I meant to say something about it. I know he said something about corn as well. Yeah, I like corn on the cob. It's very nice. Grill sounds really nice. I actually had it as a starter at that that restaurant in Ashton it's called Antonio's at the moment. It used to be called Pacini's. And I decided to try the corn on the cob starter, and it was really nice, a bit messy, but they put butter on it and herbs and stuff, so it was quite nice. And before then, we started getting corn on the cob for our weekly meal that needed corn in it. We couldn't get sweet corn at the time, so my mum started getting these corn on the cobs, or I did. I can't remember now. Yeah, it probably will be grilled. It will have been grilled. So we started getting the corn on the cob ones, frozen corn on the cob. And I had to heat them up. And I had to pretty much strip the corn on the cob so they would be sweet corn and put into the recipe. And I did one for myself because I wanted to try corn on the cob, so I did one for myself and I thought, oh, I like it. I never thought I'd like corn on the cob. Yeah. I definitely want top surgery. I've wanted to get rid of the damn things for years. I have mentioned about having it to my mum before, but she just doesn't say anything. Can you guys tell me something? Is it expensive, or can you get it on the NHS for free? Like, I think, with some surgeries like that, cosmetic surgeries, they'll do it on the NHS as long as you say that it's, rubbishing up your self-esteem or something. Rubbishing up. You have to find out how much. I also brought it up to the doctors as well when I actually went to an appointment at an actual doctor room. I don't know. They just told me to lose weight to get my boobs small. I thought, yeah, but they're not really as small as I want them to be when I lose weight. I mean, like people like Becky have it easy because she's already got small boobs, so it's like, if I just had small boobs, I'd leave it, but because at least when you're fat, you can say them like man boobs if they can convince to con them into doing it, but it'll be very hard. There may be a way to con them. It's actually not. It's actually just. I need to put them under my armpits or something. Hands are freezing. And I have no gloves. They're all mouldy. I need to try that vinegar thing. Oh. I'm gonna show you my outfit underneath this now. Real quick. So I'm gonna stop this and get changed a bit. So real quick before I do that, I think if they were making life difficult, like back, I did tell them that. I told them that they are giving me back problems, but again, they just told me to lose weight. But in order for me to have the boobs the size I want, I'd have to be like dead skinny. Because I've been, as you know, I've been all different weights. I've been like 7 stone, which was my skinniest. My boobs were pretty nice and decent size, but the rest of me was too small. And they still looked too big. And I was just too skinny and it was just not very good. Not very good. Poor wings. Oh no! So if I have to pay, I'm pretty screwed because I don't have any money now. And my mum's money is dwindling as well, so that's another reason why I can't do it then. So I'll have to try and convince them that give me back problems, but you can guarantee they'll probably just tell me to lose weight. Which I don't really want to do. Like, I'm okay with losing a little bit of weight, but not a lot. Or even losing a little bit of weight. I mean, I've already lost a bit of weight. My boobs are still massive. And like down here. You look like granny boobs. There you go. So I'm pretty much wearing shorts. It was so I could show off my tights. You can see all the ruffles now. See, if it was warm weather, I'd go out like this. I'd just go out like this. And the ruffles at least disguise my boobs. It just makes me look like I've got a proud peacock chest. It doesn't look like boobs, it just looks like ruffles. This thing, there's like this guide to how to, it was like how to make your boobs appear smaller by dressing, and how to make your boobs appear bigger by dressing. And one of them ways was to wear something ruffled. It's supposed to make it look like you've got bigger boobs. But to me, it doesn't look like I've got bigger boobs, it just looks like ruffles. But okay. This is like the only thing that will disguise my freaking boobs, is ruffles. So if I wear a man's shirt, it really exaggerates. Oh, good lord. Ruffles. Let's see, could always try to find an NHS doctor who has done the surgeries. Bribe. You need to have a long list of doctors, ointments, and maybe even bribe the docs to get it dose 6. You could always try and find an NHS doctor who has done surgeries. In the UK, breast reduction surgery costs about, oh god, plus the cost of any consultations or follow-up care. Looks very nice. Ruffles. Heard up to 8. Oh god, I definitely don't have that money. I know that the person that I've been following on Instagram is basically getting all her fans to donate. But I really doubt that my fans are going to donate, because they all want me to, you know, have big boobs, because they're all like horny men. So I doubt my fans are going to donate towards me getting my boobs reduced. I mean, this person obviously has a following of trans people and, you know, whatever, I don't know, whatever, and girls who accept him as a male. If you want to follow them, they're called Dear Hyacinthus. Pretty girly name if you ask me, but oh well. But if you want to check out this person, that's their name. I'm sure they won't mind me giving out their name, so they get more following. Whatever. They're already very popular. I don't know how they've done it exactly, but he is gorgeous, actually. Kind of still looks like a girl, in my opinion, but is gorgeous. And people like call him handsome and stuff, so people are like going along with the fact that he's a boy, which is really good. Really, so like that has inspired me. So hopefully people will. Ow. But unfortunately, the majority of my fans are just people who want to see my belly, so that's not really good, is it? I really need a new following. Really need a new following. Because like I say, most of my fans probably want me to remain a girl, and they want me to have big boobs, and they want me to be fat, so I really need a new following. No offense. Unless my fans who are like that still support me, and then obviously horizontal. Just need to find a doctor to bribe. Make boobas look bigger. Vertical stripes. Sharing is caring. I think it's hard to fully get rid of the features. Men usually have bigger skulls. I want a bigger skull. My skull's too small. I have a Neanderthal skull. I think that would require years of HRT. What's that? What requires a lot of HRT? What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh yeah, anyway, so I'm upset with this Hyacinthus person because he replies to everybody who comments on his posts on Instagram, except mine. And I'm pretty upset because A, we have a lot in common. Like, he dresses how I like, and he actually looks like Jeremiah, but with really long hair. And because he's blonde as anything. And he dresses like this, that I'm dressed now, but colourful. Like, he has like a lot of white ruffled shirts, and some of them have like lace sleeves. Looks really good. And then like I don't know if it's a waistcoat or a corset, but it's like a pink thing that goes around here that's like detailed. And I actually have a corset that looks like that, but a blue version. He's got like a pink version, and he wears these shorts that look like pantaloons, but not pantaloons. So they're basically these ruffly shorts that are, you know, basically look like this. And also has, I don't know what these trousers are called, but like they wore them in like the Regency era, where they like just go to the knee here, like they go here, and then they wear socks or um stockings or tights underneath, and then you just see from like here down they're wearing like tights or stockings or long socks, and then they've got these like buckled shoes. I don't know what those pants are called. I used to think that they were called pantaloons, but apparently I looked up pantaloons thinking that they were called pantaloons. And apparently, according to the internet, pantaloons are these Victorian underwear, which I've always known as bloomers, which are these like cotton things with like frilly things at the bottom. So like you can either get shorts this length or shorts this length or to the knee, and they're just basically underwear for women under their big sticky out skirts, dresses and stuff. And it's like they're bloomers. But apparently, according to the internet, they're pantaloons. So it must be an American thing. Like Americans, pantaloons are these underwear things. But I've always known pantaloons to be trousers that are just, they go to the knee, like just under the knee, and they're, you know, normal trousers. They're not underwear. So I don't know what they're called, according to the internet. So I can't search for trousers like that. And even if I did, they'd probably come up with men's ones, which won't fit me. So I reached out to this dear Hyacinthus and asked if she would make me them or sell me them if she's got like a shop, because she said she makes them. He makes them, and I think sells them. I'm not sure, but he also buys them from somebody else as well. So I asked pretty much, but like I say, he's not responded. He's not responded to any of my messages. He's not responded to any of my comments, and yet he responds to everybody else. Like I saw a post come through, and it was like an hour ago. Obviously, this was yesterday now, and when I looked at how long ago it was posted, it said an hour ago, and he'd already got like 14 comments. I get fucking no comments, by the way, on anything. So that's how popular I am. I get quite a lot of likes, so obviously a lot of people are seeing my shit, but not enough for anybody to really comment. So that's shit. Anyway, so these 14 comments, he'd responded to every single one of them. I'm like, but the ones I've done ages ago on your previous ones, you've not responded to, even when I've asked you questions or I've shared like stuff that makes us have stuff in common. And I've posted like, you know, can you make me, I'll pay you, obviously. Because for some reason Becky decided it would be a cool idea to point out, oh, don't forget to pay the money. I'm like, well, I'm not an idiot. I just assumed that I would be paying them, this person. But seeing as how she said that, I actually said, oh, by the way, I'll be paying you, obviously. It's like, did this person get offended by that or something? I don't know. I have no clue why this person would completely ignore me when they respond to everyone else in the universe. So this person, unfortunately, has gone down a little bit in my books. I really like this person, but they've gone down a little bit in my books because they won't respond to me, but respond to everyone else. Yes. It is a shame, because like I say, I thought we could be friends. They're from the UK as well. He's from the UK. So if we sort of got to know each other and became friends, we could even meet or even collaborate. So it would have been so cool, but yeah. And going back to the breast surgery thing, that Taylor person that I told you about, remember Taylor? She had a breast reduction and she got it done for free, by the way. So I don't know how she did that. I guess she went on about how they were a pain in the ass, but she's fat, but the doctors didn't exactly say, oh, well, you know, just lose weight. Anyway, right. Hormonal replacement therapy. I'm not sure how you can make your bones grow, the bitch. Used to transition from male to female or opposite. Ow. You'll have to send me a link. I will. Even though you said the name, I have no idea to spell it. I know, right? Definitely send me the link. I'm intrigued. Yeah. I did screenshot some pictures, so I'll just give you a picture. It has the name on it, pretty much. You can just search for it on Instagram, I guess. So I don't know how to get the link, so sorry. I don't know how to do links on phones. I can only do links on computers. Copy and paste them and all that shit. Might be because Telecaster haven't followed back or something. Who the hell's that? Must have been moaning. The big bitch. Yeah. She definitely looks trans male. And she's suddenly lesbian now. She always said she was bisexual. Disgusting. So yeah, well, I mean, Brad could always just like message this person and say, "Give me all your stuff. I'll buy your stuff." I'm surprised this person doesn't have a shop. They haven't is the was they haven't is what Telecaster was. I'm gonna have to read that again now. That's what I was thinking. Telecaster. This person doesn't have a shop, and they said that they've reached their goal of money now from donations. And they're apparently busy I don't know, focusing on that now, having that done. So looking good. So we said somebody commented saying, "Oh yes, I know you're not making clothes right now because you're focusing on your breast top surgery." I mean, and that person responded to he responded to this person as well. Whereabouts do they in the UK? I think it's London, the usual. Everybody apparently lives in London if they live in the UK. It's very rare. Apparently everybody on the internet is American, so it's very rare when someone's British. And, you know, like I say, I do usually reach out to them and they're not interested. I know one of them was this big, you know the guy. I have spoken about him before. But there was this guy on Instagram, this big fat guy. And I thought he would actually be good at being Don Lino or whatever. He also lives in the UK. Don't know where though, London again. And I reached out to him as well, and he ignored me. So I got one of my male friends, you know the guy, George, at the time. I got him to reach out to him, and he responded to him because he's a male and the guy's gay, which is unfortunate. But like, does it count if I'm a guy, you know, if I'm a trans guy? Wouldn't that count? Like, these gay people would surely talk to me. And it's like, yeah, what about friends anyway? Like, why can't you be friends with straight people or girls? Like, I don't get it. Why you automatically assume I want to date you? Like, I just want to talk and be friends. And if I can get a response. Whereabouts are they? Yeah, I read it. Not always. Most just say they live in London but actually don't. All right, okay. I got rid of my location. They keep all these social media things and apps want me to put my location up, and I don't really want anyone to know where I live at all. You should get many doctors' opinions about breast reduction surgery, like many. Yeah, I should have done that about. I'm not convinced gay guys don't like boobs. I don't. I should have done that with the fursuit legs as well. Get many opinions before I finally got them done. I think deep down they do really. Okay. Probably not like ones like mine. Ow, mine is too big and horrible. God, I'm so stiff. Do you think it's because I'm cold or something? I mean, I've got many layers on under there. I've got another top underneath this because this is see-through, but it looks not see-through. That's because I've got another top underneath, and I'm still freezing. Good choice not to show your location because of doxing and leaking information. I've always been smart. Like, as a kid, I always told everybody I was from Germany or something. Well, when I was going through my phase of wanting to be Scottish and being into Scotland, I told people I was from Scotland. And then later on, when I became into Germany, I told everyone I was from Germany. It's very cold here. By the way, I found a guy a while ago I'm gonna say a while ago, like a month ago. Probably now. I found a guy to voice Jeremiah, but he's blocked me now, so I still need someone to voice Jeremiah. Damn it. Couldn't do. Ugh. Yeah, my entire low half is really giving me jip. Oh crap. It's getting worse. Yeah, it's very cold. Only like 10 degrees. Why what? The guy blocked me because he said he wanted a reward. And he didn't ask for money. I said, well, I'm the boss, so I should get it done for free, and then he blocked me, pretty much. Rude. These people just don't give you a chance. Like, I can reward these people, but they have to give me more of a chance. If they want sex, they have to fucking get to know me first. Fucking get to know me first. Well, apparently they're not willing. Or they think it's just not going to happen. I don't understand why people are blocking you. Yeah, they're dumb. One of them idiots. Oh, yes, I'm going to do this thing for you. Oh, what are you going to give me in return? Just like, rude. Why can't you just do it because you like me? That would be nice. I know. I get a lot of people doing that. And even Ken was the same. He went on about me rewarding him for, oh, when are we going to get a reward for all the stuff I've been buying you? Like, you do realise I've given you like 1 million rewards already. One of which included a sandwich because I actually asked him what he would like. At the time when he bought me the first gifts, I was like, oh, I've got to give you something in return. What would you like? And he's, oh, nothing. I like to give people things because, you know, I'm so giving and, oh, selfless. And, oh, yes, I like to give and I don't like to receive. And, you know, the thing he was going on about that. So I just suggested, oh, what about a sandwich? If you don't want, like, material things, what about a sandwich? So I made him a little muffin thing like my mum has. And, yeah. He never even said anything about it, like if he liked it or anything. It's like rude. So you can't then come ages later into it and go, oh, yes, what are you going to reward me with? And at the time, it never even occurred to me to say, what about all those times you said you didn't want anything in return? Like I say, it was like, that was a big red flag when he said it, and that's why I, you know, ended everything. So I thought, oh, this doesn't sound right. That he's now asking for rewards. It's not like well, the first time he said it, I was like, I'll just let it slide for now. But then he brought it up again, as you know. Wow. Anyway, so real quick before I stop the stream, I'm going to talk about the spy thing. So we've got to slag someone off. I'm not really happy about doing this, but I just want to see if there's someone really... Because if this person gets in contact with me and says, oh, yes, I've seen your stream and you said this about me and that. So anyway, so the person I want to mention is Ian. I don't know his last name. But he's called Ian and he's from the market. And we got talking. Brad, you were there when I was speaking to him, that big fat guy. There you go, that's the slagging off, if you will. Big fat guy at the market. Do it quick and end it. Anyway, the big fat guy, we got talking. I asked him if he wanted to go out. So either I gave him my number or he gave me his, whatever. And he said I have to do this really subtly or later because my boss is watching and he won't approve if I'm slacking off. Blah, blah, blah. We started texting. We sort of, you know, set up a meet. So we met. And then we had a good day as far as I was concerned. He said, oh, by the way, my phone's not working, so I can't text you, but just keep texting me because I'll get them. So I did as he requested. That's very important for later. He then admitted that he was on benefits, but he was doing that work at the marketplace for no money at all. So he's getting benefits, but working, but not getting paid for the work. And when he told me this, he suddenly got spooked and thought that I was a spy from the job centre and I was trying to, you know, get him Which he already, I mean, if he really thought that, why the hell would he admit that to me? But I guess he did it by accident, then realised, oh, I was probably from the job centre and I was probably trying to get it out of him or something. And he freaked out. And then after the date, like I say, and I kept kind of going there when I went to Ashton. I went there and I was like, you know, do you want to go get lunch with me and blah, blah, blah. Because it might have been the end of his shift or whatever. And he was like, he said, oh, I'll text you later or something. Anyway, I started to walk away and his boss came and he started going on with himself. And I was like, ooh. So I listened in from behind all the piles of shoes and boxes and stuff. And he went, and he started going on and he started saying about how I'm harassing him to boss. I've not seen him actually for a couple of times. But anyway, he started ranting and raving to his boss about me saying I'm harassing him, which I wasn't. I texted him and it seemed like he wasn't responding because he said his phone didn't work. And he told me to keep texting him, so I did. And it wasn't in any way harassment. It was just like, oh, how are you? And we had a nice chat on the phone when he did start replying. And then, you know, via text, obviously. And then we went, and then the boss replied saying, oh, she's off her head. And I'm like, how dare you? Like, you were texting me, and as far as I was concerned, we were having a nice chat. Then the next minute, he's slagging me off, saying that I'm harassing him, and then his boss is agreeing, saying, oh, she's off her head. But I think that might have been an excuse, because he was scared of his boss. And I'm like, but why would you be scared of your boss? You're not even getting paid, so basically you're being used for free labour. So if not only you're being used for free labour, but also your boss is getting pissed at you because you're taking the time to talk to someone that's not about business matters, then that is like slave labour or whatever. He said, oh, I just do it because it's something to do. Because I asked him why. I said, why do you have a job but don't really get paid for it, but still have to answer to this boss as if you are getting paid? And he was like, oh, it's just something to do because I have mental problems and I have this and I have that, and it's just something to keep me occupied or something. I thought that's fair enough, but why get nasty with me? I'm presuming he thought I'd gone at that point, and he thought I hadn't fucking, heard any of that. But I texted him later or the next day or whatever to inform him I did actually hear what he said. So since that happened, I've actually been thinking of going to the job centre and talking to them about it. The job centre is like literally behind his stall. I could go there and say, by the way, that fat guy at the shoe stall over there, I just want to let you know he's getting benefits from you, but he's doing this job but not getting paid for it. Surely there's something wrong with that. He should be not getting benefits from you and just doing the job, or doing the job and getting extra instead of getting benefits but not getting paid for a job. I mean, that seems a bit weird to me. Like, why would you get benefits and also do a job but do it for free? Like, if you needed the benefits, you may as well get paid for what you're doing a job. You may as well get paid for the job. It's like, that seems like, I don't know, that's weird. Just why would you do it, man? That just seems weird. But I wasn't asked about it when I thought we were friends, but seeing as how he slagged me off, I'm thinking of, like, doing that. I've not done it. I mean, it's been months now. He might think he's in the clear by now. I think he meant he was paying him iCash. No, he's not. He's not getting paid for it at all. So it wasn't going through the legit channels. Maybe paying under the table. Nope. We can have fun with him. If you gave me his number... Okay. Just remember, we've got a spy going on, so... This spy's probably going to inform him of all this. But I'm just doing this to draw that, because if I suddenly get contacted by anybody, whether it be his boss or him, saying, oh, you made a video about me, talking about me and slagging me off, take the video down or I'll take legal action. Like MC and fucking George and all them shitting people. Then I know that someone is leaking this to someone, because there's no way that these people all know my YouTube channel and are watching every single one of my videos and streams. It just seems a little bit off to me that these people who I don't know, that are perfect strangers to me, somehow found my YouTube channel and know exactly when in all of my streams that I'm actually talking about that. Like Karen. Like, that was weird. I mean, according to that manager at Morrison's, she found the video instantly in order to show him and the people at Morrison's. So he can say, oh, look, this person's talking about me. It's like, you're a perfect stranger to me. Like, how do you know my YouTube channel? And how did you find it like that? I mean, according to her. Yes, I'm coming. Oh, just a minute. I'll get it. It's in the fridge. Right. What was I saying now? Thanks for that. Yeah, according to her, as you see, because it's actually got her. I mean, you can't see it now because I made it private, but in her comment, she said, when I asked her how did she find my YouTube channel, she said she did a research. She can't have done a research because she found it instantly, that day that I said it. But how did she know I was going to slag her off to find it in the first place? Because she must have been already watching my stream or something. Because she was quite far away when I actually said what I said about her. And she went like that, as she was like way down the aisle. She could, and I said it, didn't I say it quietly? She could possibly have heard it, so she must have already been watching my stream. Or someone must have instantly told her about it. Like, is someone watching my shit and just going, oh, such a body, this person's talking about you. Done her research. Yep, that's what she told me. It's dead late, you better go. Anyway, so I'll probably get, like I say, if he starts contacting me now that I've been talking about him, we'll know for definite. Because you're not telling me that all these random stranger people from my town know my YouTube channel. There's no way. Thank you, Issa. Yes, please do. Please do become a Patreon. Unless you're the shitheads from around here, then no thanks. Or people who just want to scam me and say, you owe me this and you owe me that. And remember, if you're not sure, I will do you a custom video. If you're unsure, I will do a certain subject for you. Don't become a Patreon. Don't become a Patreon and say, well, you owe me. So you can't now say, oh, well, you don't do that. Like, someone did that. Someone pretty much blackmailed me, saying, well, I've become a Patreon for a custom video and now you owe me. It's like, don't do that, because somebody did that. If you're not sure, I will do a certain custom video, ask first. And if I say, yes, I will, become a Patreon. If I say, no, I won't, then you can still become a Patreon, but don't expect me to do that video for you. Just ask for something else, or just be happy with the content I put out. Because if I'm not willing to do a certain thing for you, I don't appreciate you saying, well, I've already become a Patreon and I've already paid you, so you must do it, or else I'm going to leak all your stuff. Don't do that, because somebody already did that. Mandy Jones. Fuck you.